How to set the zipper on a pair of pants. Follow me. So we need the bottom flyer and the top flyer and then a zipper, right? Okay, so now we have the zipper fly, the top one. So at 1/2 inch, we match the notches also, the body and the zipper fly. And then we add a 1/2 inch top stitch all the way where the notch is. I can go all the way down as well, but because it's a curve, so if I do it, it tends to kind of twist a bit. So okay, and now I'm gonna add a top stitch on the fly, on the top fly, right? Because the zipper has a bottom fly as well. That's why I keep saying top fly. So we get it here and we cut off. All right, so now we're good. So the next thing we need to do is to add the zipper. The zipper goes face down. All right, and normally what I do also, I don't really add the tape right here. I kind of leave like a 16 of clearance from the edge. Okay, so now I'm gonna go with the first top stitch. But since I'm missing my skinny, I think it fell last night. I just need to look for that because it's really useful. So now because I wasn't using that little foot and this is too fat, it will bounce from the zipper. So then I get a zipper foot and then I add a second top stitch. It's better to add a second top stitch because this area gets the most traffic. So you want to make sure your zipper is set with double stitching. So once we get to this point, we're going to add the stitch on it. So it's a 1/2 inch, 1.5 inch stitch. But this fly, it's not that wide, so I'm just gonna go. This is probably 1.25. Okay, so 1.25. I'm gonna do 1.25 right now. Okay, so it's important that when you do this top stitch, right, use a little template sometimes, but this is too short, so I had to trace it. But I trace it with how you call that, a chalk that vanishes when you steam it up. So the trick here is that you have to push this end of the zipper, the side of the zipper that goes to the other side of the front, up, so when you go out you don't catch the this end, otherwise you won't be able to attach it to this, right? So the next thing we're going to do is to add that piece to this body, right? So I'm just going to make sure that it's even also on the top, right? And then once there, we can add a stitch. This is just a setting stitch, it's not the real stitch. So a lot of people, they can probably just add one stitch with the other body, the other front, but I normally do it like that. So now we're ready to set the zipper on the other front. So at the notch, I do a cut, 1/2 inch cut, and then I go on from the top to bottom. You fold it, and then you stitch it all the way down. Good. Good here. And then here you open up your seam, that little clip you did, and then you're done. So this is how it looks like, because when you put this on top of the front, you're done. You see it's cut, because because this one has a fold right here, and it's almost like a denim pair of stitching, denim jeans stitching. So you don't really need to do it hidden like the dress pants. It's hidden, but in this case it's exposed. At least this is how they did this sample, so I'm just gonna follow. what they did. So now I'm closing the crotch at 1/2 inch seam allowance, and then I'm using a regular foot. You could use a top stitch foot to do it, and that's it. We're done. You see, I just need to cut this thread off, and we're done with the zipper. Easy cheese. This is how it looks like. But then, just to finish it, you have to grab both top and bottom flies, and you add a little tacking. That is because when you open your zipper, you don't want this to kind of move towards this side, so that's why we always have a tacking here. And as they say it in French, voila, here's your front zipper. It's perfect. Now we're just gonna cut this fabric off. And last trick, you want to cut 1/8 from the underneath how you call it, zipper fly. The reason why it's because you want your waistband that ends here to sink underneath, so it won't be showing on the top. I'm gonna show you right now why I do that like that. So first, your line is even. Second, on the front, you don't see the bottom fly to peeking out, so that's why I always cut 1/8 right here, because when you put the top waistband on the top of the underfly, you don't see the waistband. So this is a trick that I've always used, and it always works. It's so good. And that's how you get the zipper on a pair of pants. Very simple, very easy. If you want to see it one more time, just replay, save the video, follow me, check out the rest of my videos, and see you next time.